again. I just finished my hot lap in Imola with Ferrari SF-25 season 2025 Formula 1 car, and there's still lots to improve my lap time, but I found out already a good setup here, and I want to introduce my setup to you guys now. So let's dive straight into it. So let's start with the first page of my setup, and in here you see my tire pressures, and they are pretty much, I set them in the front a bit lower than default because I found out my front tires were already overheating while doing a push lap, so I decreased the pressure a little bit from there, and toe is pretty much default, so as front camber. In the rear I raised the pressure a little bit because I found out the tires weren't warming up enough fast. Toe is pretty much default, and I put some more negative camber in the rear to get more mechanical grip to the rear end. And when it comes to electronics, this car doesn't have ABS or TC, there's only ERS deployment and mapping. So in engine map I used the engine map 1 because it's most powerful, and ERS deployment map was 1 also because that was most aggressive, and the heat charging was deploy mode to get most out of those batteries. And I carried 5 liters of fuel because I found out that was pretty okay for one out lap and one push lap, because in this car you can't do 2 push laps in push mode because it will drain out the battery so fast. So there's only basically one out lap and push lap in this car. And tires, I use slick soft tires to get the most out of mechanical grip the hot lap. And in suspension I decreased anterior bar a bit in the front, and also I moved brake bias towards rear to get more rotation while entering the corner, and that made me easier to modulate the rear while braking. And this one is again essential differential, so I put the coast very low value to get more lift of oversteer and better rotation while entering the corner and also mid corner as well. And power I left pretty much default. I found that it was okay in corner exits, and in this car you can't adjust dampers, so basically aerodynamic is the last thing we can tweak, and I lowered the ride height a bit to get the most out of that ground effect that this car has. And I also put very low setup to the wing angles to get less drag and straight line and obviously more straight line speed. So this is my setup, and I hope this will help you improving your lap times and doing better hot laps for yourselves. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.